Today's episode, I have with me my pastor and my leader, Afolarin Israel.
Leadership is just an act of leading. Leadership is an act of leading by practice,
Yeah,
not by words. I always say something to if we are as that many and we do not wrong ourselves,
yeah,
then we are all pretending.
Yeah.
If someone wrongs you, it is fine. But where the problem will be is not wanting to
forgive.
reconcile
Yeah.
with the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 26.
Yeah.
And that was when Jesus Christ was talking to the disciple that any one of them that will be a leader should be a servant. Leadership can hide in disguise of power. Don't be intoxicated with the power that comes with leadership.
I'm so honored to have you today.
It's my pleasure.
So great. How was your week? How is your week going?
Just a bit of stress here and there, and I'm fine.
Yeah. We give glory to God.
Yes.
And thank you for coming to the podcast. Yeah, so today we want to talk about leadership in the church.
Okay.
We have some classical examples of leaders who have impacted us positively. We have the likes of Pastor Khadija Radeboyi. We have one of our leaders too, the pastor of House on the Rock,
Pastor Paul.
Pastor Paul. We have Pastor Kumuyi. We have a lot of pastors, Pastor Travis, everybody like that. And also coming down to the student fellowship, we have Pastor Israel, Babalola, we have you, and some couple of other people. But at the same time, we have leaders who are not acting like leaders. And probably this video will do something. So but before we start, let's just define what is leadership.
Okay. Leadership. I'll come from the word leadership being English term.
Yes.
Leadership is just an act of leading, and leadership, just like it says, leading. It's from the word leading. So you lead by doing, like giving an example, by directing.
Yeah.
Now, when we come to the confines of the scriptures in the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 1,
Yeah.
says something to Theophilus there, which is very profound. He said how Jesus began both to do and to teach. So Jesus had to do first before teaching. So as a leader, to me, leadership is an act of leading by practice.
Yeah.
Not by words.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's my definition
of leadership. Leadership by example. Something like that. All right. So Pastor Israel was our pastor, the vice president. Yeah. 31st at RCF. So RCF is like, for those who don't know what RCF is like a student fellowship, but everybody in that church are students. So our pastors are students, everybody, we are working. So pastor was the vice president, so much like an associate pastor. And so what was the lesson you learned during your time as a leader in the church?
So many lessons, but there are some that really stood out for me. Number one is selflessness.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to forget about yourself. Yes, that has an extreme, and probably in the course of this podcast, I might still get there. But then, selflessness, then patience. You have to be. Yeah, you don't jump to some decisions because you have hundreds, thousands of people. What's your decision? Your decision you make can affect. So you have to be patient. Sometimes there are issues and you just don't judge by sentiment, or just calm down. So it's one of those things that being a leader taught me selflessness and patience.
Yeah.
It's those two really stood out for me.
Wow, selflessness and patience. Because that is actually, I always say it, being a leader at ourselves is not easy. It's actually not easy. I don't want to spill some things here. But at the same time, if other fellowships or other churches see how it is done at ourselves, all leaders they deserve this huge respect,
Yeah.
like huge respect. Some of you don't know. On Friday, I say Friday, Saturday like this, you will they will come to church at 6 o'clock in the evening, and then sometimes go home around 3 a.m. in the morning, and still come back to church before
Seven.
7. Honestly, that is I respect everybody
It's God.
everybody.
It's God.
And no, that is really amazing. That is really amazing. And so when we are talking about leadership, there are some books that probably explains leadership. So can you recommend some?
Yeah, I read this book, so many leaders. I mean, I read this book, so many leaders, but I mean, few leadership by Dr. John Stanko. Yes. And also, I think there is this book I read from Pastor Kolaole,
Okay.
Kolariwaju,
Yeah.
Equip. I read that book before coming to office, but then I I could pick because Equip basically talked about young
Yeah.
ministers and then so I read it before coming to office. So I can say for a fact there were some things I read from that book that I think it's in volume 2 now.
Okay.
So there are some things I read from those books that helped me, and some audio messages by Apostle Femi Lazarus.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I listened to him also.
Yeah.
So they were those ones really helped.
Wow, that's amazing. So there will be conflict in the church. Workers and workers, we have conflict. And even when we're in church, your tenure, you were like the head of all workers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the vice president, that's one office, and then the head of all the workers, that is another office. Another, I think you're the head of all the brothers again in the
Yes.
church.
Yes.
So how do you manage conflict? Because definitely there will be conflict in the church. It does, like all of us, one thing or the other will cause conflict. And
Yes, I always say something to, especially to the workers when I was serving, is that, and the thing is that if we are as that many and we do not wrong ourselves,
yeah.
then we are all pretending.
Yeah.
So definitely there will be. So having that understanding, there was a time I taught on that particularly and letting them know that we are all work in progress. So if someone wrongs you, it is fine. But where the problem will be is not wanting to
Forgive.
reconcile
Yeah.
with each other and all
Mm.
that. So when conflicts arises sometimes like that, number one, it is God.
Mm.
Because judging from what this person will say, everybody wants to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So that sometimes, not even sometimes, every time we wait on God. I mean, I could remember there was a time. Okay, let me say there was a time workers kneel down when they come late,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just, myself and the sisters coordinator that we are both in charge of the workers. We just we prayed about it and we thought about it. What else can we do? Because people are getting used to kneeling down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just thought of, okay, what if they don't kneel down in the morning and maybe those that came late wait after the service to pray.
Mm.
So we implemented that and we discovered that people come
Ellie.
early than they used to. Than they used to. So they don't want to wait behind after service. So that really helped. So trusting God for how to handle things.
Yeah.
And another thing is that don't allow sentiments.
Mm.
You know, s- some people were your friends before you came into office,
Yeah.
and they have conflicts with someone that wasn't your
It's not
friend,
fair. Yeah.
and you are in that position. You have to be calm. I told my friend, we made immediately I got into office. I said, if you guys are part of those that offend the rule, go against the code of
Yeah.
conduct, I will punish you the more.
Mm.
I told them plainly, and those guys really helped my my service also. So we should, not be sentiment and trust God for what and how to handle things. It's not by man wisdom. Yes.
Yeah. It's- So actually, this is like a personal question. So was there any mistake you made while in office as a leader?
Yes, I made a lot of mistakes. Yes, but yeah, Though those mistakes were not so much that they could have affected me
Yeah.
negatively, because I've served somewhere before where I made a lot of mistakes. So that helped me to correct some of them while serving here. So and one of the mistakes that I think really affected me this tenure was that I was I uh, I don't know how to put it. I think I at a point I almost lost myself in service. In
Mm.
this sense, I was there looking after others, and I forgot myself.
So far.
Yes, I that happened to me. Thank God for my friends. They were the one that noticed, and they called me into order. Guy, you are not paying attention to this. You are not paying attention to this. So they were the ones that I was like, yeah. So that was one mistake I really made. That was really a big
Mm.
mistake.
Wow. Wow. So, is there any advice you want to give to leaders, like young leaders that are just starting out?
Yeah, yeah. My advice for them is in the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 26.
Yeah.
And that was when Jesus Christ was talking to the disciple that any one of them that will be a leader
Yeah.
should be a servant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's leadership.
Mm.
That's leadership. I used to tell those that we serve together that our workers are our boss.
Mm.
Yes, I used to tell them they are our boss. If they are not there, who are we
Who
leading?
leading? Yeah.
So, to any leader out there, just know that you are called into service. It's a service, like you have to serve them. Yes, don't be. I mean, leadership can hide in disguise of power.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be intoxicated with the power that comes with leadership.
Wow.
Whatever you want to do, or whatever you want your followers to
Just to
do,
do.
be the ones to start it. If you want your guys to go for prayer work, let them catch you, go in on prayer
Yeah.
work. If you want them to study the Bible, let it be that they see you doing it. If you want them to be in church by 7, be there by 6:30.
Mm.
They will turn up. They will turn up for you. So whatever you want your guys to do, be the first person to do it. That is leadership.
Mm.
And finally, I just want to tell you, yes, you are leading them. Make sure you are being led by God too.
Mm.
Yes, it is important. Be led by God in what you do.
Wow. I'm so grateful, Pastor Israel. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you find value in this video, make sure you click the subscribe button, like, share. Share it to your friends, share it to your family. And also, if you want to connect with me and my guest and even the TV show, go down in the description below or in this video and you see everything. Everything right there. And I can't wait to see you in the next video to connect with you. Let's go.